What's good? What's good? What's good? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Ray Patterson in the building. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Control LeGrew. What's good? Nuke the Duke in the building, man. What up? What the fuck is this? What is this shit? Man. Lee Jackson in the building. Salute to you, sir. Barbara D. Good morning to the beautiful Barbara D. Denali Smith in the building. Joshua Roberts, what's going on? Yeah. So let me sit up here. Let me wait for y'all to come on in a little bit. I'm on time today, and I know that's a shocking. I know that's shocking. Oh, dope. Raymond Muratalla, Andy Cruz ordered title fight ordered by the IBF. We like that. Good, Neil. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Lori Reed. How are you feeling this fine morning? I hope you're doing well. I hope life is treating you well. Diesel Esco Fernanda Don. Good morning, sir. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning to you. Craig Tillman, what's going on? Good morning. We got some fun things to talk about today. Jay Henderson in the building. Good morning. Grand risings to you, sir. Salute to the chat and the family, says Jay Henderson. Ellie Duvall. He was garbage. I have no idea what you're talking about. Leonard Ringo, what's going on with you? That's what's up, Lori. All right, I'm going to wait for some people. I'm going to wait for like 100 people to get into the building. Something like that. Something like that. Man, Sloofanon. Oh, OG told me. What up, man? Blaze Boxing in the building. Good morning. Good morning. Joseph Sanders, 86, the winning team, Kentucky. Yes, sir. Crown the best. What's going on, sir? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Hey, Crown the best. Did you have a different name at a point in time? Daryl D. Henderson has said, phenomenal. What's going phenomenal? What's going on? So what's good, my brother? I'm chilling this fine morning. Want to talk some good boxing, you know, some real boxing, some on these YouTube boxing streets. You know what I mean? Trying to talk about what's going on in these YouTube boxing streets first. Y'all out here, these dudes out here trying to set my boy up, trying to make him look bad. I want to support him real fast. And then shout out to then I want to go into this man, look, bro, I gotta spend my time on things that are profitable, things that are beneficial. And I have to tell you, dog, that Jaron Ennis and Gervonta Davis and Terrence Crawford, I think that's fair to say. Terrence Crawford, Jaron Ennis, Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson. These are unified champions, guys that were unified champions. Will not get Gervonta never unified. But do you notice how many of the top black fighters are talked poorly about by black people on YouTube? Have you noticed that? Crawford versus Jake next. He wants that $100 million payout. That'd be hilarious. Kurt Hurd in the building said, hit that like button. It's free and easy to do. Please do. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. But if you notice that of the three top, I think that's safe to say those are the three top American fighters. Because throw Shakur in there as well. I think that those are the four top. You ever notice how many of them are talked badly about? The Boots Hayes is too forced, Fanon. It's, well, look, I have my theory about it, but I won't get into the theory at this point in time. But there's just, and I got to repeat it every day, real conservative efforts to have our best black fighters looked at as if they're ducks, as if they're fakes, phonies, and otherwise by black people. So I'm telling you, and I'm just going to continue to say this, that this is an orchestrated attempt to demolish Black American boxing. And it's been going on for a very long time. Since I started paying attention to boxing in the 2000s, it started off where everybody pitted Mexicans against us. Mexicans were taking over boxing. And then at another point in time, the Brits are taking over boxing. Now Turki Alalshikh is just buying boxing. But ever since the early 1960s, if my history is correct, there's been an attempt to internationalize boxing. And the number one victim of the internationalization of boxing is the Black American fighter. Because there are no real white American fighters. Truth be told, that's why Jake Paul can do what he can do, because there are no top level white American fighters. Black American fighters already beat him into submission. So they pretty much gave up on boxing, went over to UFC. You know, they would rather participate in a slave union basically they went over and got put on a UFC plantation. They fell for the plantation too. They figured, oh, look, we don't do boxing, let's do this MMA. We can make a lot of money in MMA. And MMA was probably making money until the UFC monopolized it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, it's not organic. And I wanted to tell you this, man, because it seems to me that even in the boxing, because boxing, of all of the apps that are on YouTube, that are out there, easily the most influential in boxing is YouTube. And it's been that way for a while because it's perfect for boxing conversations. It allows real boxing fans to express their opinions to each other, have forums, and talk with each other. But the infestation of bots, PR people posing as organic boxing fans, has created an environment of misinformation in boxing that is, I don't think it's ever been seen before in the sport. The misinformation going on around in almost every single solitary, everything about boxing, the misinformation campaign is gigantic. From how good fighters are to who the best fighter is to who's signing who. Like, oh my God, Max Kellerman. I don't even want to get to Max Kellerman yet. But Max Kellerman, bringing Max Kellerman back is a signal to what they want to do. Max Kellerman, they had Max Kellerman. Who was Max? Besides Max Kellerman, it was Max Kellerman, Mike Coppinger, and that guy that's a football player that talks about boxing every once in a while, but got the worst takes you could possibly ask for. I don't want to call anybody out their name or call this, but whoever's on that Inside the Rope shit, that Inside the Rope show is so fucking bad. The opinions on it are so bad and so obviously directed to support one area in boxing, man. I'm telling you, man, oh my God, Sean McCoy, terribly casual boxing fan, bro. Terribly corporate. Terribly corporate. It's not information, it's true. Fuck Bill Haney. What's not misinformation? McCoy don't know shit about boxing, but he will say what he's told to say, and he can present it. Max Kellerman was a New York City public television analyst before he got his break. The truth of the matter is he befriended Pernell Whitaker. Blue lied and said Turki offered Bud $50 million to fight Boots, but it doesn't matter. He said it, so it's true. It's in the universe. Bud turned down $50 million to fight Boots. One way or the other, it's making somebody look bad. It's making him look like he has inside information. It's going to piss off both parties. Both parties are injured by it. Literally injured two different parties and the ears of the people that listen to it. Max was Sean Shady McCoy. He actually thought Ryan had a chance against Tank. Shake my head, took too many headshots from football. I mean, look, man, these guys got to make their living, man. They got to make money. They want to be in front of that camera. And guess what? Boxing is low-hanging fruit. Boxing is low-hanging fruit for all these guys. Everybody talks boxing when it's time to talk boxing. Everybody has something to say about boxing when the big fight comes on. Every time a big boxing match comes on, all these other people come out and start talking about boxing. You get videos from Mace and Cam start talking about boxing. You have who else is it? Mace and Cam, the $1 million worth of game guys, Gilly the Kid and Wallow start talking about it. Charleston White starts talking about it. Like, everybody has some shit to say about boxing. Stephen A. Smith starts talking about it right around the time of the fight. In the meantime, you have YouTube channels lying out their fucking pie holes just so that people will look at them and not look at anybody else. They have people that are now, and I got to say something. When I say this, shout out to Just Do Boxing. Shout out to Just Do Boxing. I'm saying this loud and clear. Shout out to Just Do Boxing. I hear you niggas in the street talking bad about people. I ain't talking nothing about Just Do Boxing. Just Do Boxing is my guy. I fucks with Just Do Boxing heavily. Heavily. Louis Shipman, good morning, Fanon. May God bless you. Thank you. But anyway, so letting you know, I'm not talking about anybody in particular that you may want to imply that I am. Dog, there are so many people. There are not just people buying views. There are people buying views for other people. So, like, seriously, like, there's a way that if you want to promote somebody, you can literally buy views for other people and help promote them. So I know every once in a while that shit happens because it happened to Blood Boxing. So, you know, try to impersonate. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, General Manager. Barbara D. I got to get the. Ugh. All right. Can you hear me? Man, I just need to keep the mic over there, bro. I'm going to keep the mic over there and fiddle with this. So anyway, man, there is so much phoniness going on in the sport of boxing, bro, that the people that are, I don't even think there are hardcore fans anymore. There are so many fake hardcore fans. Like, do you remember the guy that we called on the show? Let me put a link. Yeah, I think I'm back. I'll wait a second. I'm back now. So anyway, man, just don't believe anything you hear on YouTube. Listen to what you hear on YouTube because it's a fun conversation. But please don't believe anything that's said on YouTube. You should take everything that's said in boxing news about fights being made with a grain of salt. All of it. If Dan Rayfield says a fight's going to get made, take it with a grain of salt. If anybody on YouTube says that they got some inside information and this is going on behind the scenes, bro, take that shit with a grain of salt and then look to see if it happened. All right? That's my only problem with YouTube shit. You can say, call me a liar all you want. You can say I clickbait. You can do whatever. Vast majority of the shit that I said is going to happen actually took place. Not just talking about things like who's going to win a fight, because you can be wrong about who's going to win a fight. But bro, I told you that there was going to be RICO charges on people, and boom, and out it comes. I told you what was going to happen to BLK. I told y'all what was going on with these guys a long time ago. So and that's what you should know, have thousands of views every day on YouTube with people talking bad about me. Just put the shit up on YouTube for the world to see it. And these are the guys that you support every day. Benson Patterson, what's going on? I mean, y'all watch that dude's videos. You guys, I'm sorry, bro. Y'all support those people. For the years and years and years that they were doing that horse shit to me, You guys was riding with them people, going on their shows, talking to them, all kind of shit. It's only when that shit, that heat got turned on you, that all of a sudden you want to be buddy with me. No, thank you. Keep that shit over there, bro. Trust you me, I'm gonna survive this shit. I know what I am. I'm called like, hey man, these YouTube channels are suffering, bro, because these guys are buying so many views and fucking over stuff in the algorithm, full of videos, full of lies, just so that they have more options and won't watch you. Y'all know what it is. Y'all feel it. There's so much horse shit put out there. The sheer volume of the horse shit that these guys are putting out creates very few avenues for people to do well. I'm telling you, man. But you support these guys that do it, and you supported them for years. Now you want to act like, oh, I see. Hell no, you don't see. Hell no. You got to get to a point where you can float above water on YouTube, bro. I got to the point where I can float above water. I can stick my head out. So anyway, all y'all with this disinformation campaign, if you guys want to do well, you got to hate on Gervonta. You got to hate on Jaron Ennis, bro. That's what you got to do. So go ahead and get to work. Hating on Gervonta, hating on Jaron Ennis. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Jaron Ennis and his people may not like the fact that you talk bad about him all the time, even though you really don't have any reason other than rumors and speculation to do so. Because at the end of the day, man, Jaron Ennis can fight. At the end of the day, Devin Haney can't fight like Jaron Ennis can fight. So all that bullshit that you did for Devin Haney got Devin Haney behind Jaron Ennis. And I know one of the main reasons you guys put out so much hate about Jaron is because you don't want Jaron to pass Devin. You want to make them look like failures while you make Devin look like he is the best thing in the world. And don't worry about it, because he may look like the best thing in the world when Devin Haney gets that championship in 147, provided that Brian Norman Jr. doesn't win the fight. Rod Walker in the building. What up, man? My guy Jameson Children said, let's support towards going towards the goal. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Because that's all you can do, brother. I want to let y'all know, all y'all out there working hard on the YouTube streets, bro, that can't get a job with Turkey, nigga, drown. Okay? Drown. Okay? That's what I got to say. I don't fuck with nothing but what Turkey does, but I fuck with Turkey. I don't like shit he does. But you know what Turkey's doing? Turkey is running all the cockroaches and all the rats from underneath the goddamn floorboards. Okay? And I see y'all hating what he's doing, but I'm like, nigga, you a rat. You was perfectly fine with everything until that shit started hitting you in the pocket. Now you want to be, now you want to talk about let's get rid of them. Because you ain't in. You ain't on the inside with Turkey Erky. You know what I mean? Turkey ain't cutting deals with y'all. You got to talk to, bro. Turkey said, I won't do business. I will not talk business with you directly, Negro. Turkey told Terrence Crawford, Negro, I ain't talking to you directly. Go talk to my minions. Man, all that shit talking. You can't even talk to Turkey about business. You can only hold hands and do this. Bro, that shit's called getting bitched. I see y'all. I was wondering why Bernie the Boxer would say something funky about Turkey. We know what's up. KQKC, what's good? General manager in the building with the super sticker. Thank you for working towards the goal. Ain't no lie, bro. I need your help, dog. I do. Turkey Erky. I'm trying to tell you, they can't get in with turkey jerky. They can't get in with the turkey. Bro, it's going to be slim up there, Negro. Dog, y'all can't float up by Turkey. Come on, man. There's only so many Negroes going to be allowed in that room, bro. Don't you know how the world works, dog? Y'all cannot buddy up with Turkey. There's only so many slots available when he takes over American boxing. And I happen to know, bro, he ain't taking over American boxing. I ain't even tripping on that. But he damn sure is going to put y'all out of a lot of fighters. He damn sure is going to snatch a lot of your fighters He's going to get a lot of your fighters beat. And the only ones that are going to survive are the ones that can fight. Zulu Lion in the building. Let me repeat this again. The only one that is going to survive this torrent called Hurricane Turkey Jerky are going to be the fighters that can fight, that won't lose, that he can't get beat. So you got Gervonta sitting up nice. Hey, Gervonta Davis is kicking up his feet, looking at the storm. Like, I'm so glad I'm getting this 100 million. Woo! I sure is glad I'm getting this 150 million from Jake. I'm so happy about that. I don't gotta go into I don't gotta be rubbing up on, I ain't gotta rub Turkey's leg. I ain't gotta rub nobody's leg. Jaron Ennis, dog, he can fight. He ain't gotta rub legs. As long as somebody gets in front of that boy in that ring and he's serious about his business, he's gonna be just fine. Because you know why? Because Black American fighters are the best fighters in the world. Let me say it loud. I'm Black and I'm proud. Jaron Ennis, you can say what the hell you want about this kid. As long as Jaron Ennis stays in the gym, don't make any type of silly mistakes, and fortune is with him, he can fight. So you guys can keep talking bad about him, talk bad about him all the way to the bank. Because eventually he's going to pop out the top. Tim to God, man. What up, brother? Thank you so much for that support. Tim to God, brother. What up, man? What up, man? Hey, when I saw you before, I didn't think you had braids. Johnson Ryder calls Turkey, Your Excellency. Look, man. Look, bro. Hey, man. God bless that man. Good job. Good job, Blue Blood. I don't even care no more. I don't care no more. He got the inside track. He got in with Turkey Jerky. Look, Bill is in with Turkey Jerky. Oh, yeah. Bill is in with him, man. So he's going to be in with him. He's a good boy. Blue Blood is a good boy. You got to understand that you get rewarded in this world for being a good boy. Okay? I don't care. You can dress however you want to dress nowadays. You can talk about pro-Black. You can do it. But at the end of the day, if you a good boy, they going to treat you like a good boy. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be a good boy. I'm done. I'm 56 years old, dog. I've learned my lesson. I fought enough. I've had enough PR attacks on me. Now, let me put it this way. I have survived. My channel has survived at least 3 different major PR attacks coming at me. Probably 20 minor ones, 40 minor ones. Who knows? There's whole channels dedicated to me. I overcame the phase where all these channels were coming at me, right? And everybody says all this shit about me. I still grew. I still had supporters despite everything that they did to me. Some of y'all are now going to be sitting in the middle of this firestorm and y'all ain't real. So you're going to try to sell out, but they're not going to buy out. You're going to sell out, but they're not going to buy out, bro. You better be real, dog. Y'all not real. In the age of all of the phoniness that's going on in boxing, bro, you got to be 100% real. They doing it to KO now, and I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, they're going to go at you. And the thing with KO is going to be the following. Are you going to sit through the shit and keep hammering away till they run out of money? Okay? And until they run out of money. Or, you know what I mean? It's tough. They try to do you dirty. Jay Henderson says, showing some support. Thank you, brother. We are halfway toward the goal. I do believe. Let me check. Because I'm trying to get, I can't lie, bro. They on you so heavy. Go to your channel, waste your time all day, all kind of shit. I agree 100% about Boots, and you are here for the long term. Yes, sir. I've already been here for the long term. I'm telling you, I'm not going nowhere. I've gotten job offers. I can switch up. I don't want to switch up. What God has for you, no man can take away, Martin. Exactly. You got to be real. You got to be real. Attacking. Go support the man on his channel. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something. I will destroy these Negroes in debates directly, indirectly. If they come at me in the streets, bro, trust me, they're going to stay laying in the streets. Hey, like I said, Just Do Boxing. What's going on? Peace, Fanani OG. Respect. Salute to the man that puts in the work, bro. And congratulations on all your success, Just Do. Congratulations on all your success. I'm a huge fan of your channel. Love your channel. Love listening to it. I get to come by and say hello. Nobody calls me a bunch of fucking names and shit. So shout out to you, brother. Hope you're doing well, bro. Glad to see all your hard work and Mrs. Just Do's hard work paying off. Y'all out there doing your thing, man. Do your thug thizzle, man. Do your thug thizzle. I fucks with you heavy. I fucks with you heavy. You know what I mean? KQ, oh, KQ's hit me. I owe you a call, KQ. Oh, KQ said he just sent a super chat. I don't know why the fuck I cannot see KQ super chats. Can somebody see KQ super chat? Yeah, bro. Hey, man, shout out to KQKC who hit me in the super chat. He might have hit me in the Cash App. Maybe you mean Cash App. I usually see Cash App, but it's funny, bro. Barbara Davis in the Cash App. Thank you so much for the grind. The $5 holler. Yeah, KQKC. Look, let me tell you what they're all going through. A media campaign aimed directly at you. That's what it is. Before they want to debate you when they can't. What is this? And can somebody let me see something. It's probably shown over here. I might see it over here. Let me come here. I don't know what it is about KQKC, bro. I cannot even see him on my YouTube channel. Like I'm looking at it on the YouTube channel and I can't see that shit. So I'm telling you, man, they be playing these ganky ass games. I can't even see it there. What is it? Hey, Barbara D, tell me what his super chat says and how much it is, please. Because you know I ain't trying to mess it up. Don't let the maniacs frustrate you. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, man, ride it out, bro. Hey, Just Do. There's ups, there's downs, there's ups, there's downs. Just do while you're up. Enjoy being up. If the season changes and things get a little colder, remember that it's gonna go back up, bro. That's what you got to do. That's how cats survive, bro. You got to be willing to live with the downs, man. You know, you just got to be willing to live with the downs and keep riding and keep building supporters. But yeah, man, the YouTube boxing street's crazy as shit. And people will fuck with Just Do because Just Do fuck with them in a bad way and a good way. Very neutral, very open-minded guy, bro. You know what I mean? Anyway, so shout out to Just Do Boxing, man. I fucks with Just Do. They say, hey, I appreciate that for 9. We not stopping. Exactly. Keep grinding, man. You got ups and downs. You get another up, you get another down, you get some more ups. And that's just life, bro. That ain't YouTube. That's just life, bro. You know what I mean? Anyway, back to you guys hating on guys that can fight, bro. And the destruction of the black fighter. I really do want to talk about this for a while, man. Look, there are different rivalries in boxing, and I listened to Sean Vitale. Sean Vitale said this. And by the way, man, I'll only do a goal every other day. I'm not going to do a goal every day anymore because it's just not realistic. So I'll set a goal for like Super Chat Thursdays and like maybe Mondays or Tuesdays or something. Other than that, bro, if you guys can support, I really appreciate your support. But other than that, I'm not going to put like goals and shit down, man, because dog, boxing is not giving us enough. Is not giving us enough at the moment. Not for Black American fans, in my personal opinion. However, there's all these real rivalries that go on in the sport of boxing, bro, like Mexican versus Black Americans, Eastern Europeans, Western Europeans, Puerto Rican, Mexico. You know what I mean? That's a very real thing in boxing. It's not just a little bit of thing. Hey, I seen a little bit. For 9, have you seen any tape on Lima Bean? I saw 2 rounds. Boots going to have charges brought up on him after this fight. Hey, I hope so. Give him another easy one. Give him something to complain about, Boots. Give him something to complain about, dog. Matter of fact, That shit reminds me, bro. As much complaining as they did about Errol Spence Jr., and all Errol Spence Jr. did was fight champions, bro. They complained about Errol Spence Jr.'s. These people complained about Errol Spence and called Errol Spence a duck artist, bro. When Errol got 3 belts and Terrence Crawford got 1. Tanya Johnson, you're behind. So look, bro, I'm not trying to hear shit. Let me tell you something. I ain't trying to hear nothing. Oh, I feel like Sean Battelle is one of the few people who speak without an agenda. Look, Sean Battelle shared a thought that I had shared previously. People will not say that it is a black American rivalry with somebody else. They won't say it. They always say American. They never say black. They always say American. When the truth of the matter is, it's black American boxing that is the best boxing in the world. Okay? Our community puts out the best fighters, period, and have put out the best fighters, period, from the beginning of the sport. And that is a fact that they want to break up. Okay? They want to centralize boxing so they can control it and make sure that you Negroes are not on the top. And you've got guys like paid off YouTube channels and highly incentivized YouTube channels that play to that narrative. They play to the narrative in the day-to-day things that they say, even if they are aware of the unaware of the grander play at hand, which is why I call you guys a lot of peons. You guys are peons. Peons. Hence the term peons. You can like it or you can lump it. I think you guys are what I would call peons. Hey, man, my guy Zulu Line, T-Bone, Cali Cut with the $5 holler. Thank you very much. But anyway, these guys hijacked that shit. Man, I remember when that guy was coming up, bro. That dude was a picture of dishonesty. A picture of dishonesty. A picture of it. Literally just supported by everybody all the way to the top. And then he rested at the top and started doing the job that he was told to do. I remember when I'm telling you guys are such, I love it, man. Buzz slithered his way. Big Dog Willie, what up, man? It's a good day to only read super chats. Big Dog Willie said, Tankamaniacs, please stop saying Jake Paul and Tank is a real fight. It is. I heard a Tankamaniac say on Monday, saying if Tank KOs Paul, it will be bigger than Bud beating Canelo. It will be. Public service announcement for the Tankamania. I don't give a shit. It will be. We gonna start lying. We need, hey, dog, if you can't beat them, join them. We need some Tankamaniacs out there telling some goddamn lies for us. My nigga, what up, bro? My man, Kamal Oz, 100 grand. Good to see you, brother. Make a video on the Tim Bradley clip on Shakur. Absolutely. I think I already did, though. But sure, brother. Much love in the super chat from Kamal Oz, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. Tim Bradley, did I get it? Let me see what it is. Let's see if I can play that for my main man, Kamal Oz. Big supporter of the channel. Thank you so much for Kamal. Did you send a clip, Kamal? These niggas playing with my money, man. I don't think I see it. And Tim Bradley been saying a lot of shit. You see the Hall of Fame? Yes, I did. There is, hey, dog, it's, bro. I said, yeah, I saw that shit. Hey, what up, Richard? Hey, Richard Paris. Hey, true story, bro. I cannot get rid of this fucking beard now that I wore it. Hey. Man, I used to grow a beard as like a as just kind of like not a prop, but just to kind of give my face a rest. Bro, this shit grows back so fast, bro, and I'm so used to this beard that I just have a beard now. It's crazy, man. What up to my guy, Richard Paris, bro? What up, man? But come on, yeah, man, I'll get with it. Oh, by the way, much love in the super chat. Come on. Beard gang is the best gang. Yeah, dog, stress-free. Yeah, I ain't got to cut that shit off. It's easy. Tim Bradley getting drunk with Jamal and JoJo Diaz. Hey, hey, man, look, dog. If Tim Bradley, why won't the niggas ever call me out is what the fuck I want to know. How come only niggas that get the famous niggas called? I got Terrence Crawford said some fucked up shit about me. So thanks, Bud. For real, man, I fuck with Bud. Bud gave me a boost. Bud made me famous, bro. Bud made me famous. Bud said my name. Bud got some nuts, bro. I ain't gonna lie, dog. But he said, dog. Bud said some shit, man. Bud got some bravery in his heart, bro. Bud don't know me, bro. Like that. Hey, Jay Henderson, man. What up, man? Since he took off the top ranked suit, I've been liking him. Hey, man, Tim Bradley's a funny dude. I fucks with Tim Bradley. I ain't got no problem with nobody, bro. Jay Henderson says, Shakur and Bud fans be lying. Why Tank fans can't? Oh, exactly. That's what I'm fucking saying. Lie y'all asses off. Look, here's the new thing. Tank fans, just start lying on these niggas. I'm going to start a new shit. Seriously, bro. I will pay you niggas. I will do something if you niggas would just go places and just lie. Just make shit up. That's what you do. That's how you can combat that shit. Just make shit up. Just be like, yeah, this is... Just make the shit up right with them, bro. Frustrate the hell out of them. Because they expect you to tell the truth. Hell no. Just lie and say that shit. I did that shit to the other dude. I was like, yeah, he did this, he did that, he did this. He was stumped. Didn't know what to do. Man, that is the number one debate trick that everybody... That's the hardest debate trick to get around. Somebody that will bold-faced lie at you sentence after sentence after sentence. Hey, Jeffrey Book said, Bud fans ain't lying about he's the greatest. Must be somebody else. Hell no, Bud fans don't lie on him. No joke, bro. Bud fans are the best fucking fans, bro. Seriously, dog. My favorite fans in boxing are real Terrence Crawford fans. I will bullshit you not. Because real Terrence Crawford fans, I mean the ones that really fuck with Terrence Crawford, know boxing very fucking well, and they are honest as shit about Bud. They'll be like, look, I know Bud be on some shit, but y'all ain't finna beat Bud. But man, I'm telling you, chill. No, Bud fans do, yeah, hell. Nah, them fake fans be lying, Barbara. Bud got a lot of fake fans, bro. Nah, I'm talking about real, honest to God Bud fans. I'm not talking about bullshit Bud fans. I'm not talking about bandwagon Bud fans, bro. I'm not talking about the bandwagon fans. I'm talking about the real, honest to God Bud Crawford, been down with Bud from day one, know what's going on, Bud fans, bro. I'm telling you, bro, those guys are great. Because the reason, let me tell you why I say they're great. Because if you point out some bullshit Bud did, they will say, yes, Bud did that bullshit. But then they're going to go right back to saying, yeah, but Bud is going to win this fight. That's why I like him. Fanon, this is KQKC other channel. Oh, live and direct podcast. Okay, I got you. Hold on one second. All right, live and direct podcast. Got you. You wrenched up. I have no idea why that happened to you, man. I have no idea, bro. Fanon, you being an Earth man, Bud fans not better than Errol fans. Look, man, Bud fans are better than Errol fans because Errol is dealing with an easier product to like. No. Everybody can be an Errol fan, bro. That shit's easy. Being a Bud fan takes real fucking work because you got to overlook all the bullshit and only look at his boxing. Errol doesn't give you nearly the bullshit to deal with. No. Takes a hell of a lot more work, a hell of a lot more dedication to be a real Terrence Crawford fan. Because Terrence be fucking niggas over left, right, front, and center. But they stay true to the cause, dog. Big Dog Willie said, Tankamaniacs, lying isn't a problem, it's delusion. The Tankamaniacs was literally arguing with me saying Tank has a better resume than Roberto Duran. Bro, somebody got to ride with Tank, damn it. Yay for the Tankamaniacs, bro. We need an army, dog. We need an army, nigga. We need an army, bro. I ain't lying, bro. We need an army. Do you not see how they lie, bro? Like seriously, man. You guys can't tell me, look, all right, I know I'm going to offend somebody in this shit, okay? The U.S. be spying their asses off on Nigeria, right? Like they know everybody. They know, just say, for example, the United States is spying on Nigeria. They're going to know the time that every Nigerian wipes his ass in the morning, right? Just like dog. So you gotta run a counteroffensive off them niggas, man. You gotta beat down these niggas so bad with lying that they don't want to lie no more, nigga. I'm telling you, man, that's why these niggas be lying, bro. Because you cannot fight lies with the truth, nigga. Lies will just swell you and so overwhelm. But man, these niggas start lying with you like the way the Democrats lie. Bro, the Democrats try to lie as much as the Republicans lie. Man, the nastier the Republicans got, the more obviously crooked these niggas get, the more obviously crooked these niggas got to get in order to go with it. You can't fight the river of lies, nigga. Jump in there and go with them, bro. I'm sitting up here, nigga. I swear to God, I'll tell the truth. But I need y'all to beat these dudes silly with these stories, bro. Because they're beating the shit out of y'all with lies, man. Let me tell you, they are winning the war of these YouTube streets with lies, bro. Lies. They're lying. They know they're not telling you the truth. They're giving you something that you can't get from anywhere. Let me tell you something. They are providing a unique service. That means they're going to tell you a lie you want to hear. So anytime you want to hear that lie, you know exactly who's going to lie to you, and they're going to lie to you the way you want to be lied to. You know what I mean? Y'all are like women that want to get slapped around, and y'all go over there back to that man, and he be like, just thinking that's what he's doing to you, and you love it. He just lies to you, and you be like, ooh, give me some more lies. Tell me some more lies. These people are addicted to lies, man. These people are addicted to the lie. They're addicted to the what do you call that shit? When you have confirmation bias, they're used to that confirmation bias that they're giving them. I hate Gervonta. Why? Because I was told to hate Gervonta. So let me give you what you need. Let me give you the tools. Even though they're not true, they are consistently providing them with the misinformation they need to get them through the day. I'm serious, man. They're like fentanyl dealers, bro. Think about it, bro. Oh, there used to be a YouTube channel. I don't even remember what his name is anymore. Oh, this boy used to lie. Oh, he used to lie so bad. Like, seriously, any YouTube dude that lies is second to what this guy was doing. This guy would put in the news some shit like, Errol Spence Jr. agrees to fight Keith Thurman at 154 pounds. You'd be like, where did this shit come from in the news? You would go to the video and it would be the guy would sit there and he would talk about nothing connected with the title. I really wish I could remember the name of this guy's YouTube channel, but he was very successful doing it. And then your boy saw it and your boy was like, oh, I can do this better. So he took everything that guy did and he started doing it and he blew up doing it. And it was like, oh my God, the birth of the lie, bro. The birth of the lie. I saw the birth of the lie, bro. The birth of the lies, the clickbait and the lies, bro. Man, corporate media jumped on these dudes. Woo-wee. Anyway, man, I just say that to say you're not going to solve boxing's problem telling the truth. You're not. They are so good at lying, and they lie so consistently. You're going to have to deal with their lies. Either way you go. You're never going to be able to have a conversation with Jaron Ennis without addressing their lies. I swear, I have not done a live stream in the last 6 years in which I was not put in a situation to defend a lie that came from somebody related to Bill Haney. It's going on 8 years of their lie factory, their lie echo machine. And you guys are going to be, and trust me, it's so fun to do. Hey, Taking Maniacs lying is, okay, I got that, bro. Anyway, I think it's hilarious, man. Is there anything on Boots undercard worth talking about? Let's see. Oh, Jaron's a main event fighter, isn't he? Zaquan Moses is fighting. That's about it. Everything else is pretty much garbage. Everybody's undefeated, so pretty much, yeah, it's a, wow. It is a very trash card. There is all showcase fights. This is a matchroom. This is a matchroom card, all right. This shit is nothing but, this does suck, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this card sucks. Look at this shit. Is this shit on pay-per-view? I hate to say this. This shit sucks. I'll share my screen. No, I'm telling you, I have not spent there's not been a single day that I've been on YouTube in the last 7 years that I've not had to address some lie that originated with Bill Haney. This card sucks. Jaron Ennis versus Uslam Ima. This is going to take like 30 seconds, hopefully. That's a sorry-ass fucking fight card. Look at it. 12-0. That's all you need to know is 12-0, 15-0, 8-0, 4-0, 7-0, 5-0. These are all showcase fights against guys that barely have. I mean, not a lot of guys don't have any losses either, but at least they didn't stuff it with a bunch of UK fighters. And you get to see my guy, who's on this, man? Somebody was going to be on this card. Yeah, exactly. 18 out of 20 boxers in one division all be undefeated. Yeah, this shit sucks, bro. Like, no, that's not a pay-per-view worthy fight card. But it looks like, you know what it looks a lot like? It looks a lot like the undercard for Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. That was a sorry-ass fucking undercard. Why is Booting getting the blame for Eddie Hearn? How is the undercard Boots' fault? Oh, I don't know. I'm not blaming him. That's Eddie Hearn's fault. Eddie ain't got no money. That shit says you ain't got no money. That's what that says. You don't got any money. Speaks like you ain't got no money. You ain't got no money for the fight card, which would make an and that's what Eddie Hearn said. He ran through his $2 billion. He's got to get Turki Alalshikh's permission. But now Turki Alalshikh is so spread so thin. How much support can Turki Alalshikh really give anybody? Turki Alalshikh is literally doing business with everybody in the sport of boxing. Your hoe done went public. Hey, I hate to break it to you, pimp. Your hoe started on OnlyFans and is collecting the money straight out. They go straight to Turki Alalshikh, bro. Then nobody has any leverage with Turki because fighters can go directly to him. I'm telling you, man, I'm loving seeing some of this shit take place. What up, Johnny Little? Milwaukee, Wisconsin in the building. Shout out to Johnny Little. What up, Knockout Boxing 86 TV said, this is what Eddie has to offer when Turkey isn't funding his company. Straight trash. Told you. And now, and look, Turkey's funding everybody's fights. So you know the saying, if everybody's getting the Uchi, how special is it? You know what I mean? It's only special if you're the only one getting it. The top came off that. Al Heyman can get Turkey money directly. Al Heyman can get direct Turkey money. Can we get an amen for that? Chillville, what up, man? How you feeling, brother? See, this is why I'm telling you, bro. Dean, this Chillville is the reason why I say real Bud fans are the shit. Real Bud fans. Real ones. I mean, dudes that are looking in the ring, pay attention to them. I'm telling you. Easiest people in the world to get along with, man. Easiest people to get along in the world, the easiest ones. And you know why else? Because there's not a lot of them. There's not a lot of them. You know what I mean? Not nearly as many as there could be. Phoenix the Assassin said, look how Eddie wasted money on a promo for signing Ben Whitaker, but can't put up effort towards promoting Boot because Eddie Hearn wants what's that dude's ass name again? Ben Whitaker. Ben Whitaker, not Pernell Whitaker, because there's interest in him promoting not Pernell Whitaker in the UK, because that's where the fuck he's from. I said, I love Chillville, him, Mr. Greg, and Rick, the only ones I know. I'm telling you, I ain't seen Rick in a minute, bro. Rick must be hurting. Outside of YouTube, I don't know any Bud fans. Oh, man, I know several, bro. Bud is big in Kansas City. Now, don't get me wrong. Bud got some fans in Kansas City, Missouri. So I lived in Bud land for a while, man. You can't say nothing about bad about Bud in Kansas City. They fucks with Bud heavy out there, man. Real heavy out there. Y'all, everybody going to Boots fight. Eddie, no, you put it in Philly, is going to be up. Everyone's going to Boots fight for sure. And everybody should do. Everybody should do it. Man, thank y'all. Somebody cash at me. Yes, sir. Man, thank you, man. One of the smartest guys I know had your same last name, man. God dog, you smart guy, man. Made me feel like could not beat him in a test for shit. Big Block in the building. Won't say your name. Won't show the $10 because I don't want to put your government name out there. Big Block with the $10 holler, brother. Thank you so much, man. BC, because of the proximity to Omaha to KC, yes. Definitely. Definitely. Because of the proximity. There's a lot of people from Nebraska in Kansas City. You know, and yeah. So, yeah, Bud is big in Kansas City. For sure. That's his spot. I'm sure that's where most of his fans are because ain't no black people in Kansas. There's only so many black people in Omaha, Nebraska, bro. Trust me, people from Kansas City, if he fights in Omaha, Nebraska, people from Kansas City are traveling from Kansas City to support Bud in Omaha. For sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, quiet as kept, Bud should fucking fight in Chicago. God, dog. I hate to say that because in my heart, man, fuck Bud. Nah, I'm kidding. But Bud could be big in Chicago, too. No joke. If they put Bud consistently in Chicago, man, Bud would be fucking huge in Chicago. He looks like half the West Side. Like, no joke. He looked like half the West Side. Put his ass on the West Side. Put ass in that nigga, and that's a kid. Try to put him in a stadium over there in Chicago, bro. I'm telling you, Bud would be huge on the West Side, bro. Bud would be huge on the West Side. King Key said, never been to Omaha, Nebraska, talking about there's not a lot of black people. Fuck you talking about? I was in Omaha, Nebraska what do you mean I've never been to Omaha, Nebraska? I lived in Kansas City, bro. I was in Omaha, Nebraska at least 5 times a fucking year for 7 fucking years, King Crease. There ain't no fucking black people worth shit in Omaha, Nebraska. You know why? Because there ain't no fucking people in Omaha, Nebraska. There's only 1 million fucking people in Omaha, Nebraska in the whole fucking area, bro. You think the Cornhuskers are black? No. There's not very many. There's just not. Omaha, Nebraska is a little ass city. The fuck? I know there are black people there on the north side, you moron. I've been in Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, a shitload of times. Thank you very much. My wife's first cousin played basketball for the University of Nebraska. By the way, my daughter was recruited to go to the University of Nebraska. If we had stayed in Omaha, in Oklahoma, if we had stayed in Kansas City during my daughter's like second half, she would have wound up going to the University in Nebraska because they were recruiting her since she was fucking like 12 years old. The fuck you talking about? My daughter was the best player. Used to whoop girls in Omaha, Nebraska all the time. What are you talking about? I'm from the Midwest, boy. Talking about I ain't never been to Omaha. You ain't got no niggas in Omaha, Nebraska. That's why you can't start no beefs with no fucking body. What are you kidding me? If niggas in Omaha, Nebraska went to war with niggas from Chicago, we would get in cars and roll over the whole fucking place in 35 fucking minutes. What out of here? You ain't got no black. You got black people there, but you ain't got no real numbers in Omaha, Nebraska. Fuck out of here. Talking about I ain't never been to Omaha. I've been to Omaha plenty of times. Plenty of times. Family work for the railroads. I can tell you, matter of fact, I can tell where most of you niggas get your jobs. Most of you get your jobs on the railroads. And the railroads connect Omaha, Nebraska to Kansas City, Kansas. Like, I mean, I'm serious, bro. I cannot believe you would actually sit there and tell me I've never been to Omaha just talking. You ain't never been to Omaha. Man, please, I've been to Omaha. Been to Omaha for Thanksgiving several times. Matter of fact, ate at the McDonald's. Let me tell you where I know Omaha well enough to know this. My folk owned the McDonald's right a fucking across the street from where that B&B gym is. That shit is owned by people we know. Thank you very much. Own the McDonald's right across the street from there. Talking about, oh, you ain't never been to Omaha. Talking about, man, I was born in Wichita, Kansas, bro. Even though there's a bunch of black people in Wichita, Kansas, bro, there's not a lot of black people in Wichita, Kansas. And Omaha, Nebraska and Wichita, Kansas are what and fucking what. They're what and what type cities. Hey, say Marlon Clemens said, he said, I was born in Omaha and ain't no blacks like that. Exactly, bro. Gonna talk about I was never in Omaha. That's why you can't trust. What did I tell you these dudes do? These dudes just lie. See what I'm saying? King Crease, you just jumped up here and lied. Talking about I ain't never been there. Talking about there ain't no blacks in Omaha. There's not no blacks in Omaha, bro. There's not a lot of blacks in Omaha, bro. There's probably not a majority. I bet there's not 3 majority black schools in Omaha, Nebraska. Only majority black schools in Omaha, Nebraska gonna be in a ghetto. Bet you money. Bet you money. King Crease talk statistics. Omaha blacks only account for a little more than 11-12% of Omaha. Bro, there's not a lot of black people in Omaha, Nebraska. I can tell you where all the black people are in the United States. Black people are the largest concentrations of black people in the United States are going to be cities like Chicago, New Orleans, Houston, Dallas. Who else got Houston? Dallas got a lot of black people. Houston's got a lot of black people. New Orleans has got a lot of black people. Memphis has got a lot of black people. I think I already said New Orleans. Chicago's got a lot of black people. St. Louis has got a lot of black people. Detroit's got a lot of black people. Indianapolis has got a fair number of black people. New Jersey in general got a lot of black people. Philadelphia got a lot of black people. The Virginia's got a lot of black people. New York's got a lot of black people. That's where we live, bro. Baltimore's got a lot of black people. DC's got a lot of black people. Atlanta's got a lot of black people. That's where I can tell you that's where we live. Which is why you Negroes can't touch me. Because, bro, I got backup in black neighborhoods and I got a lot of white muscle. Gotta love that white muscle. Gotta love that white muscle. DMV for real. DMV got Negroes all over the place, bro. He said Baltimore, Philadelphia got a lot of black people. That don't try to tell you Oakland got a lot of black people. Yeah, LA, relatively speaking, has got a lot of black people. Hey, Atlantic City got a lot of black people. Yeah. But that basically, that megalopolis got a lot of black people. All you got to say about East Coast is it's got a megalopolis. What do you call it? The megalopolis? All those fucking cities on the East Coast. Yeah, they got Negroes for days down there. We got a lot of Negroes in the South. Lot of Negroes in Alabama. Lot of Negroes in Mississippi. Lot of them in the Carolinas. Lot of them in the Virginias. We got Negroes for days, dog. That's why we don't need Turkey's money. Hey, Turkey. And I fucks with you, Turkey. Hey, look. Without selling out a lick, I don't mind Turki Alalshikh now. I don't mind him. You're not going to get as much hate speech out of me for Turki Alalshikh anymore. Turkey, will you please get rid of all these rats? Get rid of the rats, Turkey. Look, because you know who I want to win? There was a battle between old media and new media. Put a 1 in the chat if you knew there was a battle between old media and new media. I want old media to win. I want all of these fake ass dudes to not be able to make a dime from any of these promoters or Turki Alalshikh and give all the money to guys like Max Kellerman, give the money to guys like Sean McCoy, give money to guys like Rick Glazier, give money to Rick. Give some money to Rick. Because let Rick do the bad mouthing. Let the white people do like Turkey. I'll fuck with you, Turkey, if you just let white people talk bad about black people, but you don't support any black people that talk bad about black people. If Turki Alalshikh would do that, I would give him my loyalty. And by loyalty, I mean I'll just stop talking bad about you. I promise I won't talk bad about you, bro. Steve Kim, get the money to Steve Kim. Just stop giving it to these YouTube channels through fucking Bill Haney. Okay? Cut off Bill Haney's echo chamber, and I'm 100% with you. I'll fuck with you. Just get rid of them Negroes. Stop doing that. Because you know what you really are coming after. You want the intelligent Negroes. Seriously. You know what the difference is between the hating ass channels and the channels like KO Boxing, 2 Cent, other channels like that, KQKC? Hell yeah, Rick. Get the money to Rick. Get the money. I'll fuck with Rick. Hey, if you get rid of these black sellout Negroes, I will fuck with any white boy you bring. Anyone you bring. I don't care who they are. Number one enemy for me is these black sellouts. What up, Greg Haggett? What up, Greg? Seriously, bro. I would support all of these non-black racist cats if we can just get rid of the black sellouts. If we can get rid of the tethers and the sellouts, I'm okay. Look, we know we got to deal with those people. Just get rid of these people and I'm okay. Otherwise, we're never going to be cool, bro. And you guys are going to lose money forever. And the reason why you're going to lose money and fail is because we're smarter than you. That's why these guys have made so much more impact on YouTube than the guys that you're paying. See, as much as you guys talk and listen to those guys, I don't even want to say their names. They're really peons, bro. They're not moving anything. They're not affecting anything. That's why they're getting paid to attack. You know what I mean? They're not getting paid to come up with anything. They're getting paid to attack people. Why? Because they're not very smart. They don't know how to build a fighter. All they know how to do is tear something down. And that works for them to the extent that you need them. So they give Devin Haney, Bill Haney, and these clowns undercard fights. These guys sold out for undercard fights, man. Undercard fights. Seriously, we can give you good arguments. We can give you good fighters. But I'm telling you, man, it's not in your interest to tear down Black American boxing. What you want to do is you want to build up Black American boxing, build it up so that you can then bring your champions to fight the Black American fighters that you built up. The ones that you built up in a real way from the community itself. Because that way, Turkey, you don't have to spend so much money trying to fake it. You know what I mean? You don't, like, I don't want to tell you this, but I'm going to give you guys some stories of some shit you guys didn't know, but I'm telling you it's true. You know that foreign dignitaries have always come to the United States? Always come to the United States. Many of the people that you hear about in these wars, like the big time guys, were educated in the United States or they were educated in the UK. But guess what else they did? They, in the 1920s, the 1930s, 1800s, these people came to the United States. They were in New York City and in Harlem during the Harlem Renaissance, before the Harlem Renaissance. These people were in jazz clubs, black jazz clubs, knowing black people that were educated and very wealthy in the early 1900s. They really did. And they built bonds with these people. And there's no reason that the Arab community couldn't do the same thing if they weren't racist. You know what I mean? And there are deep bonds between the black community and the Muslim community for sure. And there's no reason why fellow Muslims, either by birth or by conversion, shouldn't be able to work together in the community. Like, I'm surprised Turki Alalshikh has not embraced his fellow Muslim, Gervonta Davis, and they can't work together in Muslim brotherhood. Y'all can get in Black America, but you're trying to get in through the people that want to tear it down, the Uncle Toms and the Coons. Those guys, it's never going to work because everybody knows that they're just haters. Castro, I'm talking about, yeah, Castro went to Harlem. Do you know what's the name of the Mexican guy that was the Mexican revolutionary? What's the, not Julio Cesar Chavez, but the other one that there was a big manhunt out on Mexico? I'll say, what's his name? Hold on. I'm gonna get you the name. Hold on. What was his name, bro? All right. I'm gonna give his name. Hold on. Pancho Villa. Pancho Villa. Gay, you will never guess. Hey, what up, the writer's block? You will never guess where Pancho Villa used to hang out at. Pancho Villa hid out in Kansas City. Pancho Villa, when Mexico was, when the Spanish were hunting Pancho Villa left Mexico. Pancho Villa was in Kansas City. Pancho Villa, the story is that Pancho Villa lived in Kansas City for several years while he was hiding. He hid out in the black community in Kansas City. He had a lot of money, brought a lot of money with him, and hung out with the mafia, black mafia, and otherwise in Kansas City, and they protected him all during the time that they were after him and trying to kill him in Mexico. True story. You know how I know that? Because there are several people in Kansas City and in Wichita, Kansas, whose name is Pancho. Seriously, the names of they named a lot of their kids, a lot of kids that were born in that time frame, and their kids were named after Pancho Villa, but they were black people named Pancho. I got a cousin named Pancho, and the dude that used to fix my car in Kansas City. Shout out to them, man. What's the name of them, man? Over on 63rd. We're not from 63rd. Out there on 63rd. Man, what's the name of that family-owned car shop over there, man? But yeah, he was named after Pancho Villa. So yeah, man, like there's ways that Turki Alalshikh could do very well. But Turki Alalshikh is messing with the wrong people. Turki Alalshikh came into the United States with people that were the wrong people. Eddie Hearn is not going to get any real. Eddie Hearn can't do shit in the United States because he ain't got no connections, really. You know, he really ain't got any connections, no muscle. You know, Bill, like I'm telling you, Blue Blood ain't got no muscle. Them dudes ain't got no muscle. You know what I mean? That's why I call them peons at the end of the day. Yeah, it's been quiet lately. We've been waiting to see them pull out of the fight. What are you talking about, pull out Bandit? What are you referencing in this particular tweet? If you do not, if this particular comment, if you don't mind it. No, Dana. Well, look, Dana White. I don't think Dana White. No, Dana White got him connected. I think Dana White was somebody that is good to work with because Dana White is very, very connected. Dana White is very connected. Not Pablo Escobar, Pancho Villa in the 20s. Pancho Villa in the 20s. Now, all these dudes, like, yeah, they got it. They cleared him out of there way before whatever. They wound up catching him or killing him. I can't remember what happened. Yeah. He was a general. Pancho Villa was a general during the Mexican Revolution. He's talking about Bill and Devin. He talking about Devin and Bill trying to make an escape plan. Dog, they already screwed up, man. They got to win this fight. They're in a must-win situation, bro. That's the thing with them. What is this? App Unk? What do you mean, App Unk? I'm not sure what you mean about App. Let me put the link in the chat, though. I realize I ain't put a link in the chat. Anybody got any questions, bro? Jump on here. But yeah, man, not Che Guevara. Hey, I don't know about it. It's real weird, man. Che Rivera is an inspiring person, but they don't like black folks. So, you know, it's tough. You only got to, Dake Lucane, thank you, bro. They killed Pancho after he retired. That's messed up. Hey, man. Man, the Dake Lucane said, gotta love that white muscle. You gotta love that white muscle. Hell yeah, you gotta love that white muscle. Bro, I love that white muscle, bro. My bad, Jameson. When I graduated college, I thought I would end up working in Hastings, Nebraska for a year. Thank God I went to Texas. Oh, yeah. Man, Nebraska ain't no fun, bro. Nebraska ain't no fun. What's up, Anton? How can I help you, brother?
What's up, man? You know, daily check-in. What's going on?
None, man. Same old, just talking. Running my mouth about these hating ass dudes. Hoping Turkey, hey, I want to cut a deal with Turkey. If Turkey get rid of the sellout ass Negro YouTube channels on the payroll, bro, I'll fuck with you. I'll say you good people. Because God dog, man, these guys are so over the fucking top, man. Terrible. They're even trying to set little plots out on Negroes. I saw some shit. I saw them try to put a move on somebody, man, because this guy is getting a little bit of traction. So now they want to try to put some shit on him that they really guilty of. Anyway, but what's on your mind, man?
Yeah, you was just saying you wonder why Turkey hasn't like embraced Gervonta Davis being as though that he's Muslim. So they're like different Muslims than we are here. So there's different sects of Muslims, but they're fairly Sunni Muslims over there, and we're kind of Sunni Muslims here, but we're what you call Salafi. So Salafi means that we literally go by the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the direct interpretation of the Quran. Over there and that part of the world, they basically put their twist on certain things. And that's why you have stuff like Sharia law and all that other stuff. We don't believe in that type of stuff. Sharia law over there, they, treat women how they treat women. And over here, we hold women in the highest regard as the leader of, I don't want to say the leader of a family, but we just hold women in a high regard, like, honor your mother and your father, your wife, stuff like that. They think a little bit different. But back to boxing.
Thank you. That was educational. There's a lot of that in Christianity as well. People don't believe, they believe differently. Same general bucket, but believe differently and express kind of like sanctified versus Second Baptist. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's more. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it at a high level.
Yeah, and a
But
lot of
boxing, what are you on
Christians.
boxing? What are you gonna say about boxing?
Oh yeah, no, I was saying he was talking about Jaron Ennis undercard. Yeah, it is kind of it's kind of light, but a fight. Jesse Hart is coming back. He's fighting Khalil Cole on that card as well. When you put the fights up, I didn't see that on there, but when I checked it out on Boxing Scene, it has it listed. Jesse Hart is fighting Khalil Cole. That should be the co-main event, I believe.
It's not listed on. It's just
It's
not
on
listed on this.
Boxing Scene.
What I see is I see some young dudes from Philly though, which is some good shit. Tamir Smalls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got see again. They wasting spots with this guy, this UK fighter. Some UK fighters on there fighting. Who is this? Was this guy? A dude from New York. So the same shit. He's padding this shit with a couple UK fake fighters, and these guys look like Philadelphia prospects that are going to get on the card. So I mean, there's the good thing about it is there's a lot of Philly fighters on that card.
Yeah, Khalil Cole fought on two of Boots cards. So this would be his third card fighting on Boots. I think the first time he lost, and then the next time he got his get back. I don't know if that was on the Philly card or the Atlantic City card.
Camp L11 said Khalil Cole not fighting no more.
Oh, they scratched it. Damn. I wonder if Jesse Hart's still fighting. That's crazy because he was one of his comeback fights, but he's been active a little bit. But I thought he was fighting.
I'm just looking at what's the only Tamir Smalls, Zaquan Moses is on there. So that's a good look for Zaquan Moses. Damn, who's it? Yeah, that's about it. I mean, that's about it. And then Jaron is fighting 14-1 Asuma Liman, and he is from Angola. Shit, he ever fought outside of Angola before? Oh, he about to get his ass swarmed.
Yeah, I only seen him when he lost.
He about to get his ass swarmed.
When he lost to McKenna, That's the only fight I seen from him. I forgot what did I see, what platform I watched it on. But and then next weekend, Nair Albright is coming back. He fights Richard Comey. We got Chris Cole.
I'm looking. That's back. A good lookout for him, man. I'm glad Naheem is fighting Richard Comey. Man, Richard Comey stay fighting, bro. That dude ain't got no problems getting fights.
Gabe Rosado's on that card. Colbert is on that card. It's a couple.
Oh, so that's the Danny Garcia card. That's a Danny Garcia card.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, that's good. They make a little change. I thought they're gonna. That's not gonna be. That's pay per view on like some side network. You got to get that. It's like members.
Yeah, that's on a where network. Yeah, I think it might be something Danny got going on. Danny got a lot of stuff going on, man. He got some businesses in Philly. He do a lot of stuff. He got a lot of stuff going on outside of boxing, and that's how Al Heyman, gives advice to his fighters other than just boxing because. Danny's in a good position with businesses and real estate and other stuff that he's doing, managing his sisters with their music. He does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I see him, man. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Danny Garcia, good people. I've always, the thing that's always bothered me, man, about the Garcias, I thought they got a bad rap, is when is Angel Garcia, bro. I fucks with Angel Garcia. And, I knew Puerto Ricans, like, grew up. One of my best friends when I was growing up was Puerto Rican and went to New York a lot, was around Puerto Ricans. I was around Puerto Ricans and more Puerto Ricans when I go to New York than I was around black people in New York because I dated a Puerto Rican chick from New York. And, bro, they use the word, and then people use the word nigga in New York like that shit for always have been using that shit around each other like interchangeably, bro. That's like a culture. It's like a culture thing up there, man. It was happening way back before hip hops. They were doing that shit in the 70s. Like they've been using that shit for a long ass time, bro. So when J-Lo first said it and she got in trouble for it, I was like, because I think I might have been in New Orleans at the time. People were like, J-Lo said, the N-word in the middle of us. I was like, man, it's because she's Puerto Rican. And then Angel Garcia got backlash for that, got a backlash for saying that shit. And people were like, oh, Angel Martinez is a racist. He's this, he's that. I was like, man, hell no. He's just fucking Puerto Rican. That's how they talk, But now you see Edgar Berlanga, who's a New Yorker that sits there and talk yeah, said it in slang in a song. Yeah, it's a shit. It was like you just see the funny, like the type of criticism that was even put on him at that time was the best criticism they could come up with. Right when he wasn't really even doing anything that was out of sorts with the culture from where he's from. I wouldn't be surprised if Danny Garcia would said that to his sisters and his father back and forth in the house. You know. So anyway, man, I always thought that Angel Garcia got a bad fucking rap, and then when it was time for Angel to stop talking so much, he stopped talking so much, and he sat back and he played the back. Well, kind of like Teofimo Lopez's father's playing the back more than he was paying the back. But other cats, daddies want to, be all up in the video and shit.
Yeah, the blacks and Puerto Ricans and Philly, they get along like this. Like they're tight in Philly. It's a neighborhood that Danny Garcia is from, the Badlands. That's what it's called. And in Philly, and the blacks and Puerto Ricans down there, they stick together. They like. Some of them have closer relationships than they do with Puerto Rican on Puerto Rican or black on black. The blacks and the Puerto Ricans in North Philly, they get along. They have the Puerto Rican Day Parade. It's blacks and Puerto Ricans there. Like that's just what it is in Philly. So we don't turn a blind eye to like, people in Philly that's like grew up how we grew up or went to the same schools. Like it's kind of like normal. Like, as I got older, I tried to like get away from using that word at all. But that's just my personal.
It gets uncomfortable. Like at a certain point in time, it gets uncomfortable. Like
absolutely.
I use it all the time. I use it all the time when I get mad. But it gets uncomfortable, man. For me, it gets
it takes time. It takes time to get used to not using that word because it's so embedded into our like street vocabulary, and it's like, but then you go to certain places where as though you got to be professional and certain stuff, and y'all not talking like that, so it's kind of a balance. But like, I don't knock nobody if they use the word or whatever. It's just part of my personal growth that I'm trying to get away from using that word, cursing, and certain derogatory terms. That's just my own personal journey. But as far as boxing, man, I'm going to the Boots fight this weekend. Philly, we showing up for him. He having a little after party. Probably stop by there for a little second, but I'm hoping he gets some rounds under his belt to stay a little bit active. But I'm hoping he make easy work of this guy. And I see a lot of not negative. What you call it? I see a lot of holes in Lima's game defense, especially how he fall forward over his front foot and stuff like that. I think Boots would be able to get him with one of those uppercuts or check hooks or something and get him out of there. I think that's how it's going to play out. But, man, I'm just looking for boxing to be great again, man. I hate all of this BS. These not promoters, really, these YouTube channels and how they just like bashing fighters and all that type of stuff, and how people really call themselves boxing fans, but somehow trying to go against the grain and say that Terrence Crawford and Jaron Ennis style wouldn't make for a great matchup. That's just crazy to me. When you see both of them dudes fight, there's no way you telling me that's not a great matchup if you're a boxing fan.
No, they're gonna fight the whole fucking time.
They'll fight. Match.
They're gonna fight. It's gonna be a chess match, not that much of one. You know what I'm saying?
Who do you have in that fight? Who do you favor in that fight?
Jaron. Age. I'm going with age. I'm going with age, and I'm going with the fact that Jaron knows him. I think Terrence Crawford has fought a lot of older fighters, and I think that he's been in kind of like how Canelo Alvarez. I don't know if you heard what David Benavidez said about Canelo. He said that he thought Canelo Alvarez just took Terrence Crawford for granted, right? And he didn't look like he was prepared. Not saying that Terrence Crawford was not a great fighter and all of that, but that's kind of what his feelings was. My feeling on it is that I think Jaron Ennis is the type of dude that is going to show the fuck up, and I think it's going to be a tough fight for him. But I got Jaron Ennis winning the fight. because I think Jaron, as long as Jaron takes a smart approach, there's too much coming back at Terrence Crawford for Terrence Crawford to get too loose. So I think if in Jaron and Terrence Crawford loses rounds. That's something Jaron really doesn't do. Terrence will lose a round because Terrence feels like he can pick it up and he can catch it. I don't think he's picking up nothing on Jaron. I don't see him hitting the land encounters and shit like that on Jaron. I don't. And some of the stuff that people say they don't like about Jaron, like how Jaron gets hit, 99% of the time, that shit where he does that, that shit did not land. That is
he rolls off his punches.
Because he stays right there, but he rolls off of it. I will take the timing. I'll take the timing. I'll take the I will take the speed, the timing, and the skill of Jaron and the youth over Terrence Crawford's experience and his skill set. I think there's a lot of tricks that Terrence Crawford pulls on people he won't be able to pull with Bud. I mean, be able to pull with Jaron. There's so much coming back, and he's coming back with shit that is ugly, from uppercuts, straight right. I mean, he can do everything too. And just like Terrence Crawford, you don't know what to prepare for with Terrence. Terrence doesn't know what to prepare for with Jaron. He's got to prepare for, like, just like you got to prepare for two Terrences, you got to prepare for two Jarons. Because Jaron is going to go southpaw, go orthodox, and if he wants to box you from the outside and he's disciplined in that regard, he can do it. So what I'm thinking is, like, as you see Jaron Ennis hit his maturity, I think you're going to see something that's just too much for Bud, because I think that's too much for him. I think he's too much. Big, strong, fast, young. Like, I don't like the youth. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. Like that. I don't like the change in the pace for Terrence, because Terrence has fought 33-year-old with a 60-year-old, 60. Madmarov had, like, I don't know, Madmarov is 30-something, but he's not that level of fighter. Errol Spence Jr. had a lot of wear and tear on him. Everybody else in there were older fighters. I've not seen Bud in there with a guy that looks like that. So I could be wrong, but if I had to put my money on it, I'm going with Jaron in that fight, especially if it's at 160. But I don't think that's why Bud's not taking it.
I would have to agree with you. I favored Terrence Crawford if he would have fought Jaron Ennis about 2 years ago at 147. Right after the Spence fight, I favored Terrence Crawford. Now I favor Jaron Ennis. And like you said, Jaron Ennis works throughout the complete round. Like, from the time that bell goes off until that bell goes off again to end that round, he's constantly working. He throws a lot of punches. And I think the key to that will be him. Jaron is one of the best body punchers in boxing to me. He invests in that body, and he's going to make you feel. And I think that youth will definitely, he's 10 years younger than Bud. I think that will definitely get up to Bud, and the hand speed, everything. Now, I give Bud, of course, the IQ, because the IQ is what you experience, that you gain over the course of you being in the ring with certain opponents and stuff like that, high-level opponents. But if you watch the little clips that you've seen from the sparring of Sean Porter and Jaron on YouTube, man, that Boots is special, man. And that's why I said, if Bud don't want to give him a chance or whatever the case may be, hey, all glory to you. I'm still a fan of Terrence Crawford. But if you don't want to give that man a chance, it's cool. But I'm going to tell y'all one thing. Boots is going to forge his own path. I'm telling you, he is a force to be reckoned with, and you're not going to be able to keep shutting him out. He's going to make his own mark. And that's why he doesn't talk that much, because the silent killers, they the ones you need to be worried about. Boots don't get no microphone in front of his face and just start talking crazy. He keep it the same on every interview. His energy is always the same. He talk when he need to talk. He don't talk when he don't need to talk. So I was listening to the Boxing Voice yesterday, and I told them, Jaron Ennis reminds me of a young Terrence Crawford that wasn't that active, that didn't do too many videos, that wouldn't talk, wouldn't do this, wouldn't do that. So now, you being an older fighter and a more veteran in the game, you should be looking out for people like that, because it's the same thing. Terrence Crawford didn't become vocal and start doing all these interviews and saying all of this stuff until after the Errol Spence fight. Before that, Terrence Crawford didn't used to do interviews at all. He wasn't vocal about nothing. That was the same criticism that Jaron gets right now was Terrence Crawford before. When did he fight Errol? In 2023?
20, yeah.
Yeah, before that, Terrence Crawford he got the same criticism that Jaron is getting right now. Nobody ever thought that Terrence Crawford would be this big of a star in boxing. I mean, Jaron, neither of them made the Olympic teams. Neither one of them.
Yeah, I
They
mean, it
both
is
came
what
into
it is. Look,
boxing and forged their
dude,
own path.
Jaron, only thing I disagree with you is I don't believe he don't remind me of a young Terrence Crawford. He reminds
No,
me
I'm
of the Terrence
not
Crawford.
skill set wise.
No, I'm telling you the whole situation.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
telling you the whole situation. He just seems like Terrence Crawford when Terrence Crawford was unified at 140. That's where he is. He's in the same place Terrence Crawford was when Terrence Crawford was fighting Julius Ndungo. He's in the same place. That's where he is. He's somewhere where people only difference between Bud Crawford and Terrence Crawford really is that Terrence. I mean, the only difference between Jaron Ennis and Terrence Crawford really is that Terrence Crawford signed with Bob Arum and Jaron Ennis signed with Cameron Duncan. That's the only difference. If Jaron Ennis had signed with Bob Arum, he would have been a champion at 147 pounds with that WBO belt, probably before Terrence Crawford got to it. Or he would have got it right after Terrence Crawford got rid of it if he was still with Top Rank. Or he would have been prioritized in some way, might have been moved to 140, had to fight at 154 instead of 147 to begin with. And they would have got him the WBO champion at 154. I don't know how that would have worked, but that's how he would have gone. He would have got a shot at a championship very, very early on because that's what Bud got. Bud turned around and fought Breedis Prescott, who had beaten Amir Khan. He winds up beating Breedis Prescott, and then he winds up getting a shot at 135 pounds, just like everybody that signs with Top Ranks gets those shots. So Jaron is the same fucking place. He's selling out arenas in his own hometown. Just like Terrence Crawford had fought at Omaha, Nebraska, and he had sold that. He had a promoter that wasn't really putting him out as the best fighter in the world because he had other people he was interested in. Same type of thing. But all it took was for him to get that a signature fight for him. I just don't think that Terrence Crawford wants to be that signature fight for Boots. But as far as inside the ring, look, man, you guys can keep acting like that, like fucking prodigies don't exist. You know what I'm saying? People turn around, we're looking at LeBron James, bro. LeBron James jumped in the fucking league killing people. That's what the fuck he was. That's I think what you're looking at. You're looking at somebody that's like a LeBron James of boxing, but you guys don't want to do him like LeBron. You don't want to put him up there and say how great he is, talk about he's once in a lifetime fighter, make sure he gets his first championship at 140, and do the whole Oscar De La Hoya thing, right? They do that for Oscar De La Hoya. They did that for Anthony Joshua in the UK because the UK needed a UK hero. They didn't care whether it was black or white because they just needed a UK hero. What we have in the United States is everybody are competing to be the number one black fighter, and you've got YouTube channels whose whole purpose is to make Devin that guy. I'm telling you, when Dean jokingly says, and I don't know, let me say, it comes across like he's joking, but to me, it doesn't sound like a joke. A lot of this shit goes back to Bill fucking Haney. Just like you think Bill Haney is the only thing Bill Haney tells Terrence Crawford is to fight Canelo. You don't think he's also advising Terrence Crawford on other things, working with Terrence Crawford on other things? Like he's not related to fuck Jaron Ennis. You don't think that Bill Haney will tell Terrence Crawford, don't fight Errol? You don't think he'll also say, don't fight Jaron? Go fight somebody else? Isn't it the same mouthpiece organizations that blow smoke up Devin's ass all day that are attacking Jaron? Aren't they the same people? Aren't they the same people? I mean, seriously, if you go to the same people that are up Devin's ass, aren't they the same people that are dogging Jaron?
Yep.
If you go look at the same people that are up Devin's ass, because Devin works with Turki Alalshikh, doesn't he? Aren't they the ones that are dogging Jaron? It's the same fucking people. It's the same people. It's the same fucking echo chamber. But it didn't work for Gervonta, because Gervonta is going to walk away for when, according to reports, hopefully not subject to change, $150 million. 150. Look, bro, you can click the link, bro. You can click the link and ask questions yourself with your voice, okay? I'm going to go ahead and put you on timeout, bro. You're not allowed to spam the chat, bro. Talking in the chat is a privilege, okay? Because I got to read what you say. Talking in the chat is a privilege, bro. A privilege. I'd rather hear you say it. I'm 100% saying Bill Haney will fuck a fight up. Yes, he will. Are you fucking kidding me? Bill Haney, yes, he will fuck a fight up. Yes, he did. You know why? Because he told Errol, Terrence said it. Bill told Terrence, fuck Errol Spence. That's what he told him. That's called fucking up somebody's fights. You have Bill Haney putting mugshots of Gervonta Davis up all over the internet. Clout chasing Gervonta Davis, having people go on Rise podcast, accusing Gervonta Davis of getting his ass whooped by his son, all kind of bullshit. Absolutely, Bill Haney will fuck over somebody. I know it for a fact. Dean, what's up, man?
What's going on, y'all? What's the deal? Hey, for now,
hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. He said this is no longer a troll safe zone. Just time people out. Don't block them. But nah, dude, you should get up here and talk, because you know why? You know why, Knuckle Sandwich? Because if you have to talk, then I get to expose your ass. Okay? You can sit in this comment section and ask questions all day, and people will not know that you are ignorant. Okay? I'm being very clear. I don't want you talking in the chat because people may confuse you with somebody that's being honest and sensical. All right? I want to talk to you so I can show people that you are not. That is cousins to that claim that, you should keep your mouth shut. Better you keep your mouth shut and have people think you're an idiot than open it up and prove them right. Right? That's kind of what we're doing. So please, just clip him. Don't even clip him. That guy, leave him to me. Because they can't come the same day. I already set a parameter. So you don't actually do anything until I actually read it. What's up, Dean? Sorry, I had to handle that business real fast.
For now, I've been telling y'all, if Bud Crawford and Andre Ward ain't admitted to y'all, I told y'all everything Bill Haney fault. Y'all think I'll be playing. You think about the email champ stuff, Bill Haney fault. All of this duck talk, Bill Haney fault. Suing boxers, Bill Haney fault. Everything is Bill Haney fault. I keep telling y'all. Look, he set up Bud and Canelo. Now we got to deal with that. Bill Haney fault. And Andre Ward, Anthony Joshua. You know why Andre Ward started considering that? Bill Haney fault. Gervonta Davis hate. Look at the YouTube channels that's pro Devin. Some of them, for now, they used to think Gervonta could beat Devin, but I ain't going to say who they is. All I'm going to say is, once they started going to dinners, they whole script flipped on Gervonta. All of this is Bill Haney fault. Think about it. No, I need y'all to think about it. Shakur and Gervonta is only beefing because of who? Bill Haney. Shakur was supposed to be fighting Devin. After Devin moved up, then look, it's Gervonta and Shakur. All of this is Bill Haney fault. Shakur was a good kid for 9. He ain't say much. Bill infected him with that stuff. He recording phone calls. You know what I'm like? All right, y'all. Y'all can call. Listen, y'all think I'm joking. I'm jokingly serious.
Seriously, bro. Just so you know, if you walk in a room and you got fucking COVID and you walk up and you say, what up, man? What
Bill
up,
Haney
man? What
fault.
up, man? You what up, man? Like 5, 6 people when you get COVID and everybody in the room get COVID, nigga, you the problem for that shit. You started that. I'm telling you, bro, lying is like a fucking virus because it's successful. Like right away, you can get a good bump just by lying out your ass. And then you get addicted to it. It's like steroids. And Bill Haney infected these niggas with bullshittery, bro. At consciously, subconsciously, purposely. You know, there's a lot of different ways people can learn bullshit. They can learn by you teaching them the bullshit directly. They can learn by you displaying the bullshit and watching it, because all y'all know Bill Haney lying. But since y'all rewarded him for lying, now everybody thinks it's cool to lie, and they're okay rewarding people for lying. So
But
yeah, I agree with you.
they grown men for 9. They grown men. My thing is, if he was
I
doing
thought you
this to
said they
kids,
groom. Did you say
no,
they
if he
groom
was
men?
doing this to kids, I would
Did you
understand. But
hold on? Did you say groom or did you
no,
say?
grown men.
Oh, I thought you said they were grooming kids because they were
No, no,
grooming
no,
men because they do
no.
that shit too. They be grooming the shit out these men.
No, I'm saying they grown men. So like, I would understand if Bill was pulling this bull crap on kids and getting into their head. These grown men, that's how you know they paid off. Because you gotta be selling out to get some type of money or whatever y'all getting out of the deal. But y'all grown men. For now, you can't sit up here and go off for 3 hours. Me and you go out and you telling me something for 3 hours, and now every day, that's just I'm going back on my channel and that's all I'm spewing now. You can't
Uh,
you can't put something in my head and I just run with it without fact checking it or doing any type of homework. So those dudes is clowns. They've been clowns. Bill just
And
exposed them for who
let
they
me tell
are.
you, what happened one time. It's true fucking story, bro. Errol Spence's father. I was on the phone with him and I asked him a question. And I was like, hey man, why isn't Errol working with this dude anymore? I'm not gonna say who the person is, right? And he's like, man, look, dude was just all they were doing is doing push-ups. They were
I
doing
know what you
push-ups.
talking about.
Yeah, they were doing push-ups, they were doing calisthenics, whatever, bro. That's all it ever was, man. That's all it ever was. He's like, it was never like that big a deal. So anyway, that's what his father tells me. So I don't know. That's just what his father tells me. Could be wrong, could be right, right? Anyway, I talked to somebody, and just as in a conversation is another conversation where I'm like, hey, man, I don't really know if that's necessarily how they feel, because they said that, basically all it was is like a workout type of situation. It wasn't like a training situation. It was less formal or whatever. Whatever. He didn't disrespect the guy. He didn't disrespect him at all. He's just saying it's not, the relationship is not what you guys are portraying it to be. Now, his dad could be right or wrong. But when I told this other dude, I was like, nah, that's not what his face. Like, oh, he's just lying to you. I was like, why the fuck would he lie to me about that? You know what I mean? Like, if he didn't want to answer the question, he just wouldn't answer the fucking question. Because I always tell people that shit. Like, if I ask you something, you don't want to give me an answer to the question, just don't give me the answer to the question. So, and I asked him that in passing. He's like, man, no, it's not like that. And by the way, Errol Sr. is not somebody that won't tell you the truth. If he thinks like people were on Errol and thought they were mistreating Errol, on several occasions, Errol Sr. told me, he's like, nah, I don't see a big deal with that. I don't think they're mistreating Errol. Like, that's not how those guys are. That's kind of like how Errol, when, dudes switched up on him, all Errol did is turn around and ask the question, right away. It's not like he said, why you switch up on me? But he didn't withhold the interview, right? He answered the question. He didn't hold any ill will. That's not how those people are. But listening to how they set it up, it's like, no, if you say anything to the contrary of the narrative that we agreed, these people are lying. And it couldn't be that it was like, maybe it's just a fucking misunderstanding. Maybe the father doesn't understand and there's a different communications going on with this particular person and his son. You know what I mean? But
for 9. Everybody think I'm trolling, but I'm dead. I'm dead. All of this black man talk. Bill Haney fault. It started with Bill Haney. I'm dead serious. It started with Bill Haney. When we Devin going through what he going through. Started with Bill Haney first. That's a fact for 9. Listen, y'all.
Hey,
Listen,
it's a fact. It is a fact.
all of
Go ahead,
this is
man.
built. Adrian Broner going through what he going through right now. You seen it last time he was publicly out there. It was Bill Haney fault. I'm trying to tell y'all, Bill be out here, the worst YouTube channels, y'all. Who they represent? Bill
Yep.
Haney fault, bro. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm not playing about this. Listen here, y'all. Listen here. Don't nobody want to listen to me. And this is how I know Bill's intelligent. Bill know exactly what Bill be doing, y'all. Like I said, the worst YouTube channels, it be Bill Haney fault. This whole Shakur wanting to chase the bag. Remember, all of that started because Devin and Ryan and them was throwing money in all of their face. So all the other fighters said, I want to get this money. The problem is they didn't know that they was lying for nine. If you think about every narrative we have in boxing, go to the what they tell you when you was in college, for now, you gotta go to the originator. You gotta go to where the information started at to see where it's going. Bill Haney fault, y'all. I guarantee if you look at everything we'd have been through in boxing over, I don't know, the last 5 years, some way, somehow, it's attacked. For now, they only coming at you because of who? Y'all was cool before who? Bill Haney. Listen, man, everything's Bill Haney fault. Y'all gonna wake up and realize this one day. Sooner or later, y'all gonna realize everything is Bill Haney fault. Hey, I got one better, and I'm gonna let y'all go. The birth of Brian Norman Sr. and Auntie Skull. Bill Haney fault. Y'all need to send him some socks and a tie for Father's Day.
Hey, man, I am not going to lie. Bill Haney is absolutely positively a piece of shit human being. Like, for real. For real. That is the biggest, that is the worst and most obvious, that is the most obvious con man that I have ever. He is, I'll say this about Bill Haney in my personal opinion. Everything that Deem says is, I have literally seen Bill Haney do it. So there's nothing that he said that I can put my head on, from throwing money in people's face to get them to do shit, to coming up with narratives, to interfering bogus ass contracts with fake money offers, exaggerated, monstrously exaggerated purses. I can connect him to, like, only thing that I will disagree about Dean with is that Bill Haney does have a boss. So I would say that as the peon niggas go, he is a critical because of his blatant skill set in manipulating the sport of
But
boxing.
now we already know he know the 5 styles of boxing.
Let me finish real quick. Bill knows how to fucking steal from as a promoter. Bill knows how to con people through the media, through the YouTube media. I have literally seen him do this shit. I know for sure that he's paying people because the people offered me money and confirmed with me that they were getting the money, because if they weren't getting the money, then if they didn't tell me the truth, I wasn't going to deal with them. So, and they're never going to send me no lawsuit on it, because guess who? I will literally name the people. So he's, in a large way, bro, every shit rolls downhill. Shit does roll downhill. Like, that's where the shit does start. It starts with an idea on top and it funnels down. And yeah, I do believe that Bill Haney is integral to the demise of the integrity of boxing YouTube. That's what I can definitely vouch for. He has created a culture. He has created a culture of deception and lies that is rampant. Yeah, I agree with you, man.
Hey, for now, all you gotta do is ask Devin. Shakur, no. All you gotta do is ask Devin. Look at everything Devin going through for now. Didn't Bill tell you that kid is the greatest fighter of all times, hands down? Bill Haney is the reason I said JoJo Diaz is better than Abdullah Mason. Okay? November 22nd, the Water Walker, Jesus Christ, okay? Jesus Christ. He rose in 7 days for now. I'm just telling you, he is our father. He is our father. Me and Senior, he is our father. Y'all gonna respect Bill. He is there.
Yo.
Hey, Big Dog Willie. Hold on one second. Big Dog Willie said, I don't see it in Boots yet, not like Roy Jones. I do. Mayweather, I see the same thing. Sugar Ray, Twitter, Sweet Pea, or Ali. Abdullah Mason looks like the next special. Man, to me, Boots looks better than Abdullah Mason, bro. I'm sorry. I don't get that. But that's all right. And Big Dog Willie said, Bill Haney got comp. Schofield Sr. is a rising star. Yeah, I don't listen to him. I'm kind of with man, I think Bill Haney's his mentality is definitely infectious.
It is.
Definitely. What's on your mind, King of Hater? King of Hating?
I was gonna say, man, see what Dean is saying. That's why I've been saying, man. Like I've been happy ever since Ryan crucified the Lord and failure of the Haney clan. You know, there's been a glorious moment in boxing since then. It's also why I want Brian Norman to go ahead and whoop him. Because as soon as Bill and Devin are gone, you know I've been saying it. Boxing will be great again once they're gone and the lies are gone. Because then what are these people gonna talk about? They ain't gonna have Bill and Devin no more.
They're
And
gonna
Bill
go
and
back
Devin are
to
going
Tank. They're gonna go back to supporting Tank.
like see that's why Devin trying to get that 350,000 back from his baby mama so they can keep paying these guys. If you know they're not making that on pay-per-view. That's what happens when you take that net profit. It'd be like, dang. And then now Bill told me, hey Devin, I told you you shouldn't have spent all that money on her. Now you got to go get the money back. So we got to go ahead and keep our train going. We keep this propaganda train moving. It's running off the rails, and we ain't got the money for the upkeep. That's why they're still mad at Oscar because they're saying Oscar ain't paid them. So yeah, man, like as soon as they're gone and they can't be behind these guys no more. Like for real, think about it. What other person is gonna go ahead and put that much effort into tearing down everybody else?
My son, he the greatest of all times, hands down. My son, Kid Austin.
Hey, Steven Anderson, I missed this. I'm always late to the party, so I have to start videos from the beginning every time. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Steven Anderson. I appreciate you, man. It's a lot easier with real fun cats that jump on the panel like Anton, Dean, and King of Hating. Makes it a lot easier to good content, man. I appreciate y'all jumping on. Y'all funny as shit. My guy, Big Dog. Oh, I said I got you, Big Dog. Big Dog Willie said Bill Haney got comp. Schofield Senior a rising star. Yeah, problem is Schofield. Schofield was working with who's the Golden Boy?
You
I thought he was
already
still
know,
with
my
Eddie
guy.
Hearn, wasn't it?
We is with Golden Boy. We is with Oscar.
Okay.
I hope
You got
that
to do the voiceover.
I hope that Bill Haney actually thinks about signing up and taking that fight and do an exhibition with him and Brian Norman Sr. I hope Brian Norman Sr. knock Bill Haney smooth the, you know what I mean. I'm man. Somebody
Anton,
got
you
to
being
take
an
care of
Earth
these
man.
dudes.
You being an Earth man. Brian Norman Sr. is worse than Bill Haney. Let Brian Norman Jr. win this fight, and y'all gonna find out. I want to see the Water Walker. I could deal with Bill. I've been dealing with these Devin fans. What I can't deal with is a lying Negro, Antoine. That
Yeah, he
man
is a
told me.
liar.
Antoine, that man said he's a bigger liar than Bill. I'm gonna tell y'all what lie Senior said. Senior said, I don't never lie. That's the biggest lie ever told right there.
Yep.
And then got Court
Bill
Wyatt for
said it
non
too.
talking while he was talking to me, talking about I got paid over $1 million for just society. Well, you can't go find that nowhere. You can't go find that nowhere. Brian Norman Jr. Sr. is what happens when you let a virus seep in your computer. You understand what I'm saying? So you can get all the virus, protect stuff. Eventually, it's going to come back. Senior is worse than Bill. Look what he doing to Jaron Ennis. Even Bill ain't go that hard on Gervonta Davis. Bill talk about Tank a lot. He ain't talk about him every day. Go just type. How about this? Anybody think I'm lying? Just type in Brian Norman Sr. Mill City, and then tell me 50 interviews don't pop up with Boots' name in it.
Hey,
No, you absolutely right.
the reason Bill ain't talking.
Brian Norman, I could see Brian Norman walk out in the middle of the street, shoot somebody in the chest. I wouldn't think he worse than Bill Haney. God, that's all. That's a huge. I mean, it's kind of like I'm big, dangerous, just a little vicious. It's like
right.
It's a pathological, socio fucking path. Bill Haney's a fucking. I swear, dog.
But at least Bill funny.
Is a fucking socio. His shit is on sociopathic fucking levels, bro.
Facts.
Him in Blue Blood. Only nigga I know lie as much as because I gotta listen to Brian Norman Sr.
Because you miss a lot. You be missing all the lies. You ain't.
I sure because I be.
If you watch all of his interviews, you would not like him from the way he trashed Boots. Just off of that alone. Just off of that alone.
I duck it. I can't. I don't want to hear that shit. I see the title. I hear a little bit of it. I turn away and I walk away because I know bro's trying to sell it. But man, I'm just telling you, Dean.
He said, I'm bagging Boots. I'm bagging Boots to whoop my son ass. I'm bagging him. Come on now. He trapping. I'm bagging. Boots don't want to fight nobody. Boots is scared. My son the greatest of all time.
He telling some fucking whoppers, nigga. He is telling the whopper size. You got a great point on the whoppers, nigga. Because that's some whopper. If he said that shit, those are what you call some fucking whoppers, nigga. Hey, Jameson Jordan said, Bill somewhere as we speak, scrambling to find a new lawsuit just in case Devin listens. Bill Haney's ass is listening right the fuck now, right with Brian Norman Sr. They both listening right now.
Bill probably trying to get a refund on Snack for not giving Devin his man strength hit.
Man, Bill is probably somewhere making up fake YouTube. Bill's ass sitting there somewhere paying somebody to make up fake YouTube accounts for tomorrow's fucking trolling. Like he got a full-fledged fucking machine going on over there, dog. I'm telling you.
All I know is
Devin no more baby mamas.
All I know is Brian Norman Sr. let a grown man grip his son up right in front of him. That would have been one of my babies. That would have been one of my babies. Hey, Antoine, it'd have been slow singing and flower bringing, you understand? That would have been one of my babies. And you rip they Hanes t-shirt. You don't rip a black man white t-shirt. That is a crime. You're tripping.
Hey, bro. Now you trying to tell me Bill ain't on no bullshit? That nigga got Brian Norman Jr. jumped by his bodyguard. He did. That nigga got Brian Norman Jr. jumped by his bodyguard. That dude literally tried. He got.
But nah, he was one person.
What's that dude's name? Somebody. Oh, he had one. That nigga. Come on, they set that shit up. He ran over there like fucking Captain Save Debbie. And then he did that. What was that other shit that happened? With Bernard Hopkins. And he had his bodyguard running over there trying to jump in between him and Bernard Hopkins.
Don't forget they jumped Ryan Garcia's best friend. Remember that?
No,
I forgot about that.
I didn't know about that. What happened?
The dude was in the hospital, face all bloody and everything on that video.
Hold on, you guys are talking Clay too fast. What happened?
Ryan Garcia's best friend. Remember, right after it was either right before or right after they fight. Ryan Garcia mans got jumped out front of the gym by Devin and them peoples.
The dude was in the hospital.
And this shit. Hold on. And this shit. And the shit in the gym. And the shit in the gym with Tank and Adrian Broner. The shit with Tank and Adrian Broner.
The coroner
I'm telling you. On God, bro. I know. On God, bro. These niggas try people, bro. They really try people, bro. That's why I call these niggas peons and fucking laugh, bro. Like, seriously, these niggas really be trying to reach out and touch their brothers. That's how fucked up these niggas are, man. And they trying to and I'm talking about reach out and touch their brothers in more than one way. They some funny ass niggas, bro. I'm telling you, man. Real funny ass.
Deem, I look at it a little different with Brian Norman. I don't think he's worse than Bill. What I think it is, he knows Boots whipped his son ass in those sparring sessions in that gym. So his only defense tactic to that is to slander and trash Boots because he know the truth. And Bill Haney knows the truth about what Tank did to Devin in that gym. So that's the only thing that they got to stand on. There's no way that you turn down 1.75 million and go fight for 300,000, and then every chance you get, you trashing Boot's name on the interview. That don't even make sense when you had opportunity to fight him.
Brian
Hey
Norman
man,
Sr. want to fight Boot.
blame Bill because Bill is the one because Brian Norman Sr. wound up with a fight between him and Bill. So if I apply the logic of Dean and work backwards, I can find Bill connected to that shit. I'm telling you, that's how the work way work. First of all, he's on a fucking who's on a campaign unexplained, no good fucking reason for it. Attack every day. That's a fucking campaign. And who is going to be giving Bill Haney his next paycheck? The guy that's doing it. So look, I'm not saying the connection that's what it is. I'm just saying, bro, I've seen wherever I see unexplained everyday fucking attacks on people, bro. You got to start looking and saying somebody's intending to do this. There's no logic behind Brian Norman doing that if he wants a Jaron fight, but he winds up with a Bill Haney fight. So how do we know they did the pushing stage bullshit together? So how do we not know that these guys don't agree to fucking stage fucking hit campaigns on a fighter to build your name when ultimately you're only going to go fight Devin? So to me, it works that way. Brian Norman Sr. can absolutely attack Jaron, right? That helps Devin because that's part of Devin's fucking scheme is to attack every fucking body. It didn't Jaron also get accused of ducking Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney because they're moving to 147? That shit makes perfect fucking sense because I'm telling you, that's why I bucket the attacks of Jaron and Gervonta Davis together. Bill fucking was running down the Gervonta Davis Lamont Roach fight big time. Look how many goddamn videos Blue Blood did on that shit and trying to tear down that fight. And that other guy, Bug Eyes, did talk about how Tank shouldn't be doing this, Tank shouldn't be doing that. These are paid, orchestrated campaigns, bro. And sometimes fighters participate in them. Tim Bradley participated in it. I'm telling you, they put out a line on me. Watch this shit, Dean. You don't tell me the boxers don't do this shit because I'm going to point out some new things that just happened. Brian Norman Jr. just put up an advertisement for a cryptocurrency, acting like he got paid and bought himself a new house and a car because he invested in cryptocurrency. Did you see that? He did it. It's on his page. Look, it's on his page. Brian, go look. Brian Norman Jr., because I follow Brian Norman Jr. on Twitter, and it may have been on Instagram. He put out 3 people did the same article, but they did the same thing. Ness put one out, Kevin Cunningham put one out, and Brian Norman Jr. put out. All of them were canned statements about how they made their income by investing in cryptocurrency, specifically BTC or something else like that. So they're obviously doing cryptocurrency commercials on their Twitter page, bro. I'm telling you, these guys are not only doing that, they're getting paid in fucking cryptocurrency. So yes, absolutely, these guys have organized campaigns, bro. So why in the world? If something doesn't make sense, and this is just my personal opinion, and I could be 100% wrong. When I already know that Bill Haney does orchestrated attacks on people because I have felt not victim because fuck them, they can't do nothing to me, but still I've experienced it. A bunch of people all of a sudden out of the blue don't like me anymore, right? How many times have I been through that magically? I'm doing well, all of a sudden some controversy happens, and then all of a sudden a whole bunch of people, all of a sudden I don't fuck with Martin anymore. And then all of a sudden they're over there getting paid. Right? What just happened to me with Southpaw? I'm cool with Southpaw. All of a sudden, out the fucking blue, I hear from nowhere 8 months later he's not cool with me. Like, where does this bullshit fucking come from? And all of a sudden, cats, and I'm not blaming Southpaw. I'm just saying whatever. Shit I don't believe in fucking coincidences. Right? I say some shit about Bud looking like he on juice. All of a sudden, there's 3 video channels out there putting videos about how I got sued, even though I didn't get sued. The original one was that my name was that they did on that, and watch who did this shit. Josh Taylor did it. What's that other guy's name? Joe Sanders, Billy Joe Saunders did it. And what's my guy's name, bro? Spencer Fearon did it to me. They all made videos on Twitter accusing my name of being Fanon Hancock, right? They put out this fucking this thing with my picture on it that said Fanon Hancock and accused me of having been convicted of having relationships with kids. At the exact same time,
What?
BFT, yeah, that's what they did to me on Twitter. But my name, that's why everybody knows my name is Martin Blackwell. Because I was like, hold on, bro, my name is Martin Blackwell. My name is not Fanon. Fanon is the Fanon International Boxing, and Fanon, Franz Fanon. It's named after Franz Fanon. Yeah, that's what they did to me. I've had that done to me on at least 4 different occasions where I've had very orchestrated PR campaigns to attack me in the public's eye. Absolutely. I know that's how they do it. That's how they do. And they used to do it by ostracizing people. They call people, they tell people, don't talk to Fanon, don't do this, don't do that. Why you think Shakur don't come back to my channel? Why you think Errol don't come back to my channel? Gervonta won't come near my channel. These guys have had blocks on me for doing business outside of boxing. Right?
They sent Claymore over here.
What do you say? Yeah, they send a lot of these guys over here.
They sent Claymore over here.
Yeah, I mean, obviously somebody else to get put on the payroll, bro. So no, don't tell me that what Deem says is not reasonable. It is, because my name is not Fanon Hancock, bro. And there's still videos on YouTube saying my name is Fanon Hancock and that I was some registered offender, even though my name is Martin Blackwell, and every fucking body that counted knew who I was when I was a fucking teenager for fucking reasons that ain't your business. So fuck up out of here, nigga. Everybody, and the niggas knew who I was. They know whose kid I am. They know who my family are. They do it to attack him, even though I ain't got nothing to do with them, really. So, you know, these motherfuckers have never wanted black people to be self-sufficient, black people to be successful. And Bill Haney is absolutely a fucking op. From look up to me, I was an ex-drug dealer. Like, nigga, you want people to look up to you because you're an ex-drug dealer? You say you're the greatest dad in the world, but your son, if you're such a great dad, why does your son got to get punched in the face for a living? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know a single solitary successful dad that was successful on their own. And I don't mean no offense. I don't know anybody, any father living in a mansion that put their son into boxing to get their brains beat in. That makes no sense. Why would you do, if you want your son, if you've made such a great living and your son grew up in mansions, why would you throw him in a boxing ring?
You heard what Buzz said, Fanon. He said he's not letting his kids fight at all.
Oh, bro, Muhammad Ali, first of all, Muhammad Ali said that shit. Muhammad Ali's like, I would never let my son fight. No way. Because you can get your brains beat in. I mean, this shit is a long time with fathers not letting their fight, except for what? If your father's hungry. Now, if your father is broke like Joe Louis, hey, kid, we got to get out there. You got to fight for this money now. You know what I mean?
Me and my son was living homeless in a car for 9. We was sleeping in a gym. It was just me and kid because his mom left and she just left us in the car with Capri Suns, oatmeal cream pies, and Doritos.
Hey, Dean, real quick question. Did you see the rule did you see there was some list that came out, or not, it was actually a video where Floyd Schofield was saying that somebody got abducted by aliens and thrown in a trunk, and he like,
what happened was when we were supposed to fight Shakur's, they was sending people in there with guns in our training camp. The police found drugs in our parked car. And the only reason why they let me and Kid go was because the tow truck driver vouched for us. So they felt, and he said they touched the hood, and this car ain't been moved in hours for 9. That's what they try to do when you're the greatest of all time, hands down. Muhammad Ali had to go through it. Listen, just ask Devin, ask Bill, and ask Shakur's for 9. Just ask them.
That's funny. I'm about to roll out of y'all. I want to leave y'all with this. You know how they got that one saying where there's a will, there's a way.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, yeah, well, when there's something shady, there's a Haney. That's the way that it goes in boxing. So remember
Hell
that.
no.
If you see something shady, there's a Haney in some way, shape, or form.
Hey, Jameson Children said, I'm surprised they didn't sue Brian Norman Jr. for for what is this?
Sexual
Something
assault
assault,
for ripping
sexual
his
assault for
t-shirt.
ripping his t-shirt.
Hey, for nine, I'm new to YouTube
Jeep Red Boy,
boxing. I
much love in
probably
the
been
holler. Jeep Red Boy with the $10 holler. Thank you, brother. What were you
Yo, I'm
saying,
out,
bro?
y'all. I'm out,
I
y'all.
All right,
Holla
man.
like
Get
at
back,
you.
baby.
I've been on YouTube for like watching boxing content now for around like 8 months. So like the stuff you just said to me, that's like I didn't know they did. They went to the lengths of that
Bro, I'll show you
for
this shit.
over
Hold on.
boxing.
Bro, yes, man. Look, bro, let me
What?
tell you, man. Dude, let me tell you what something happened to me. Look, bro, let me tell you how corny these niggas are. And I mean this shit, and I don't give a fuck if anybody believes me. Bro, I went to a fight. And when I go to a fight, I go to fights at like certain places for certain reasons is where I stay, right? I always make sure I stay at certain type of places. So anyway, I stay at a hotel. The hotel is $1,000 a night hotel. I'm going into the hotel right now. I'm taking a tax deduction because when I go out of town, I like to stay in the hotel because, like I say, I'm always concerned about my security when I go out of town. So I
Right.
stayed in a particular place. This black dude follows me off the street into the hotel room, into the hotel parking lot, into the room, into the lobby. I check in. I check into the place. I get my key, but it's the type of key where most hotels you can just get to the room when you press the key.
Yeah.
But other ones you have to use your security key to get to the room itself.
Yeah.
Right. So I say that when you have to have the security get in it. But anyway, I walk in, two very wealthy white people walk in, and then this black dude looked like he literally just young black dude, couldn't have been over 25, 26 years old, walks into the elevator behind us with no bag, didn't check in. The white people both look at him. I look at him like, bro, something don't fit here. So anyway, he rides the elevator. It didn't seem right to me. So I go back downstairs. I'm like, all right, dude, is this dude following me? So I go back downstairs and I sit in the front of in the lobby by the elevators, looking at the elevators. Show fire. 4 minutes later, the next bank of elevators come down. The guy comes down and he walks around. He starts looking around the lobby and he locks eyes on me. I lock eyes on him and he looks like, oh, and I look like, oh. Like, yeah, dog, you're following me. I see you following me, bro. So I sit there, I look at him because when people do shit like that, the best way to fucking check them is to check them. So dude follows me up an elevator, comes down the elevator because he couldn't get off on any floor. He couldn't get off behind me on the floor because he needed a key, right? And I'm staring at him. So he just wants to know what floor I got off on so he can then come back on the floor. That's the way that I took it. But he couldn't get back on the floor. He comes back down. I wait. I see him. Bro, these dudes were following me or trying to do some stupid shit. And this was all around the fucking time that I was at a fight and I was in an argument with them niggas over there. So they were even calling my phone and I was getting strange phone calls like, hey man, hey, somebody want to do an interview. Can you do an interview? Are you ready for an interview? And stupid shit like that, bro. But anyway, like I said, man, niggas ain't real street niggas. They not. They a bunch of cornball ass niggas, man, that are really trying to fuck over a lot of people's they are the scummy aspect of boxing. Let me put it that way. The same crooks and thieves that people said was in boxing when Don King was there. Everybody said Don King was a crook. Don King would do this. Don King would do that. Don King would throw you out a window. You know what I mean? Like that type shit. That's the same shit time that these niggas think that they are on, bro, but they can't actually pull the shit off. Or maybe they can pull the shit off. I don't know. But when I really do link these dudes to everything that's fucking wrong with boxing, bro, because they've invited or maybe I'm just naive when I came into it because I really just thought that there was a bunch of I never appreciated the total amount of thievery that could take place in a boxing match. Like I didn't realize that people can get paid so many different ways to rip off a fighter. So like I never conceived that you could steal from a fighter by paying YouTube channels, right? Like if I have a marketing budget and my fighter is fighting on a marketing budget, that's why I'm like, why would Bill Haney have Devin Haney getting paid in net profit? Net profit is after all the costs are absorbed.
Absolutely.
So if he's his manager or whoever is the manager over Devin Haney, you're trying to get everything thrown out into cost. But where does all the cost go? The cost has to be going to a lot of this fake media shit that goes on. Like when they used to give, like so patently used to give out $500,000-$600,000 a day on YouTube. Like there's really somebody named Chuck E. Cheese that's got all this fucking money, you know? So it's like the shit is so patently fucking crooked that these people are hanging in there. Their ass is hanging out in the wind. And a lot of these people are getting indicted. A lot of these people have been indicted. A lot of these people are going to continue to get indicted because they're so patently crooked. Like patently crooked in your face. You're telling somebody you made $30 million, and when we look at your contract, you wind up suing somebody because you didn't make any? Who convinced Devin Haney to get a net profit deal? That doesn't work for you, bro. You want gross profit. But anyway, yeah, man, it's just a lot of shit. Like a lot of shit going on, bro. I see people getting framed. Like Just Do was getting, I think Just Do's getting set up. You know what I'm saying? Because Just Do's doing a good job. Very neutral dude. Channels
Is
blowing
that a
up.
boxing channel?
Yeah, it's a boxing channel. Good dude who just had some reputation, something put out on him, right? In which, trust you me, cats can set you up for shit like that. But anyway, man, it is
Muted.
I'm sorry, I said I was just blabbering.
Yeah, no,
Hey, man,
I was just surprised, man.
Get out of here, bro. Dude, you don't want to click the button, bro. Don't click the button. Fuck that respect to Just Do, bro.
I was just surprised. I didn't know, like, you don't see this in any other sport. You don't see this in football and baseball and football, where people are going to the lengths of, like, on channels, YouTube channels, to destroy people's character and reputation. Now, I look at some of these culture vultures like a Stephen A. Smith and stuff like that. Big media companies, they do that type of stuff to athletes. But like on YouTube, when we just sitting here discussing boxing, we want to see the best fight the best. We want to see the best fight.
No.
I don't understand it.
Because you don't got to look from the mindset of the person sitting behind the camera. Most people sitting behind the camera are not talking to you because like me and you are having a conversation. Right. That's what it is. I'm not aspiring to get a job to be Stephen A. Smith. They want to be on network TV. So, like, take for example the Wade. There's a couple channels. I'll tell you that this is absolutely the case for Showbiz the Adult. This is my personal experience and what my opinion is. Showbiz the Adult had been in YouTube for years and years and never made any fucking traction. He was here for years. But then DAZN came in, and there was a bunch of people that are trying to get to be DAZN commentators. So there's a guy named Ali Aladepo who started off on YouTube, but he winds up now that he makes his money on working, as a commentator and announcer and all that on DAZN fights, right? So basically, YouTube is a stepping stone for them to become what they want to be. It's a way that you get, it's kind of like you're working the beat. Like a news writer, like Chris Mannix may start writing boxing, but if he gets big enough in boxing, they may let him do basketball. If they gets big enough in basketball, they may let him do a talk show. So that's what these guys are trying to do in order to be, and so that's what I'm told Showbiz was trying to do. He wasn't trying to stay on YouTube forever. He's trying to get on DAZN so he can get that network check. So if these guys have to pay and invest money and do what they got to do to get on that stage and let the bosses know that, hey, I'm somebody's trusted, they can do what I say I can do, boom, that puts them in a good way. Like even Blue Blood wound up being on TV. It was only for one fight, but he was the one that was doing the scorecard for the Terrence Crawford versus David Abination fight. That is an ambition of guys like that. And see, the thing that is dishonest is that, yeah, you come to talk to me because you can talk to me, but bro, yeah, exactly. Those dudes are paid actors. Thank you. They just think of them as paid actors. They are actors playing the role of Claymore Rain, actor playing the role of Blue Blood, actor playing the role of a lot of these guys. they're playing the role. Because why? Because they want to be an influencer. They want to be a personality. Do you know I Show Speed?
Yeah.
Do you know his name?
No.
There you go. See what I'm saying? I Show Speed might have been a child actor. He probably was a child actor, you know? And then just like Jake Paul is an actor. Jake Paul's first fucking job as an actor.
Right.
That's what these guys say. It's blue and red pill type shit, bro. It really is, in my personal opinion.
Now, I understand you having ambitions and goals and stuff to aspire to be more than being on YouTube and stuff like that, but I don't think that should coincide with you losing your integrity.
It does, because you're not there for the sport. You don't have, there's no integrity to what you're doing. The only integrity you have is to yourself getting that job. That, you know what I'm saying? When
that makes sense.
Yeah, you're an actor. Your job is to pay that role and to make people believe that role. That's what your job is. And if that's what they are, that's why that's what they are. Blue and red pill is the matrix. The matrix is the illusion. You take the blue pill, you can say that you can see the illusion. The job you have every day, your comfort. If you take the red pill, you get to see all of the underworld, and you get to see how that you're really in the bigger structure being controlled by an entity bigger than yourself. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a way, so basically it's referring to the matrix. But look, let me get up out of here, man. I gotta make a call, man, see what's going on with something.
All right, man. Good talking to you, man.
Running late like a fuck. All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. Get back.
Take it easy.
Yes, sir. You say you fuck the script up, you don't get paid. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna be on script. Pay me. You know what I'm saying? Blue pill me. I'm sick of you Negroes. I see that y'all ain't real, you know? But look, man, let me get up out of here. Thank y'all so much for your support, man. We made hey, I gotta consider this having made the goal, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Let me make sure I check this Cash App, just make sure. Yes, sir, I'm good. Peace to the chat. Anyway, I'm up out of there. Deuces.